Hey everybody, welcome to the video. Welcome to Goodwill. Um, we are here searching for more items. As you can see, I already got some stuff in the cart. I didn't film the walk-in, but they had a bunch of stuff up in front. Lot of Target and Macy's items. And as you can see, we needed paper towels for the house, so hadn't made our trip to Costco yet, and we had already run out, so we had to pick some up. Thankfully, they had some there at a really good price. You can see on the cart, I picked up that Oogie Boogie popcorn bucket. There's also a Mickey Mouse popcorn bucket in there. Both Halloween, from the Halloween time at Disneyland. We opted not to pick up the Oogie Boogie. It was, I think, $16 or $17 for that one. And it just didn't sell, it didn't sell enough or at a higher price to justify paying that and trying to make a profit at the same time. But the Mickey Mouse, the Mickey Mouse goes for like 35 to 40. So while that one is priced up, it's still worth it to buy that one. Here are some Marvel Legends characters. This is from the What If. That was a show on Disney Plus where, based on the comic book series, the What If comic books, kind of like, what if, Iron Man was a bad guy? What if this is Iron Man zombie? What if, what if Magneto was a good guy, kind of thing. So, that's what that series is based on. That's what these characters are from. So we have zombie Iron Man, and it turns out not to be worth, too much. There's a bunch of them there. Maybe you buy that and hold on to it. I don't think it would be worth that much in the future, but it could be. You don't know. But I couldn't pay that price and try to make a profit right now. And that's what I'm looking for, is the right now. Here's some Pokemon, which I couldn't really find any exact comps on, but I believe they should sell for around the $20 range. There are some comps, but different characters. I couldn't find these exact characters in there. Or in the soul. I mean, I found the characters, but as far as the Mega Bloks ones, that actual one, I couldn't find that actual one. But it is Pokemon, and Pokemon is, really hasn't lost too much steam as far as popularity goes. But so I'm gonna definitely snag these. They were all brand new. Some of them look like they may have been, just sealed with some packaging tape. But they will do that from time to time at Goodwill, just to make sure, nothing comes out while they're trying to, stock the shelves, or, while they're in the bins waiting to be stocked and all that. So sometimes they will slap some tape on there just to kind of reassure the box. So I am going to snag those. There's 5 of them there. The profit margin, is okay. It's not the best. It's probably about probably make about $10 each on all of them, but they're easy to ship, easy to store. They're all in the box. They're lightweight. They're gonna go for under a pound, and if I combine the whole thing together, it should be about $50. Right there in one listing, because they're all the same. So I'm gonna list them all in one listing. Quantity 5 for that listing. Now, here we go. They have Halloween out. It is time to start looking at Halloween if you're not already. Putting that stuff out there. A few bins out here. I was trying to put that paper towel on the bottom, but their carts just weren't. They don't fit it. They don't fit on the bottom. That was kind of annoying. Jessica Simpson bag. Not worth it. Random quail. Probably somebody painted that. There's those little studios where you can have parties at and stuff. There's one in our mall, and you can go there and you pick a pre-made figurine and then you paint it. Generally for kids and stuff. And then you can have a kids party there. You paint it, then they'll put it in the kilns and they'll have it ready for you in a couple of days. A bunch of batteries, some random crap. Nothing for me in that little baggie. What is this? This is a Wilson's a racket. I haven't sold rackets. I'm not sure. I think I have a racket bag still. It appeared to have some value, but I think it's still here. I don't think I sold it yet. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check my inventory, but I don't really deal in rackets. There's a Nerf gun. I don't know if you guys saw the video, but I did get a Nerf Vero. I think I put it in a short. And the Vero was for some of the darts, and so I'm not buying Nerf anymore. I saw this gel shooter thing. I bought and sold a gel shooter. I don't know if it was Nerf or not, but I threw it in the cart anyway. Bunch of Marvin Gaye records. Like a bunch of Marvin Gaye records. I'm like, holy cow. Like, did Target like over order on the Marvin Gaye records, or no one's into Marvin Gaye anymore? I don't know. But the motherload of the records was right there. And I don't really do records, but I have bought and sold records, so I don't. It's not something I personally look for all the time when I'm at Goodwill. I mean, you see me here. I don't go through the records here. It's just not exciting to me. But occasionally, if I see something that's kind of cool, right in the front, maybe I'll go through the records a little bit and see what's there. But I have purchased some great records. But I don't. The one thing I don't do is keep record. Because they use a very. I mean, you can throw it in any box you want, but there's very specific boxes for records you can buy, and I don't keep those in stock. So, if I am gonna be dealing in records, or if I do find some records, usually they got to be at least worth $20. In order for me to justify buying more shipping supplies for them. So that's my thought on records. And I'm not a record expert by any means, but if I see anything that's I know may potentially have value, I'll go snatch it up. So look at their little Target area. Looks a little picked over there. I talked to the manager, and he did say they were going to start putting scatter Target stuff throughout the store, and in the specific areas. They used to just have one area for Target, but I guess they're kind of changing their model a little bit. And here's some glassware. I haven't really found anything good when it comes to clear glass. I'm always on the hunt, though. I have found some great clear glass pieces, but as of recently, it hasn't been there. I don't know. It's kind of I like clear glass. I like some nice glassware when I'm sitting down, having in the evening. Having my whiskey. I don't know. Anybody else? Please comment down below. Let me know if there's any other whiskey lovers out there. American whiskey, Scotch whiskey, Irish, whatever you like. Let me know. Drop a comment down below. And let me know what kind of glassware you like for that. I like a nice... Well, I have different kinds of glass depending upon how I'm drinking that. If I'm drinking a mixed drink, am I having it on rocks? Am I just having it straight up? I have different glasses for the way I'm going to enjoy my whiskey that evening. I'm not addicted by you. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've had it. I can't even tell you the last. I think I've been like 3 or 4 days since I've had sat down and had a glass of whiskey. Sometimes I just forget. I'm sitting down or working or doing something. And I just kind of, it just leaves my mind. Then it's too late. And they're like, oh well. I remember reading a story one time. There was a guy from England, I believe, an English fellow, and he was older. I think he was over 100, 102, 103. And he said the secret to life is to have a drink of whiskey in the morning and a drink of whiskey at night, because that's what he did. That's what he says he's done to live so many years. I don't know if there's any truth to that, but who knows? This is a computer. This now Intel Pentium 4. That really dates this to early 2000s. And it's an HP Media Center. All that marketing. All that marketing material for this. I dealt with Pentium 4 processors back in the day. I remember building computers with these. And I mean, yeah, back then it was like, wow, man, this is crazy. This is, look what we've accomplished. Look at how fast this thing is. But dang, compared to where we are now, 20-something years, it's wild. It's wild. I mean, this Pentium 4, I think, was just a single core, or had a single processing unit. Or it was a single processing unit with one core. And, my computer I'm using right now to make this, to finish up this video here for YouTube has 16 physical and 32 and another 16 virtual. Windows. Well, I guess it's virtual because it doesn't physically exist, but the computer thinks it has 32 cores. Here we go. We're going down. I kind of turned off my computer because that computer was not worth it, and it was a big old box. It was kind of just covering the camera as I was trying to show you guys what was inside. But it was just a old computer, not worth it. Not worth the price they were asking. If it was like $16, maybe I would have done it. Just because it does have an older single core CPU that some old games. I'm telling you, there are some old games I have that I cannot play on any of my newer computers. I would need an older vintage computer to play it on. Computer from that era when the game came out. I picked this up, and this one should have a dongle. It's a PlayStation controller. I believe a PlayStation 2 wireless controller. So it would need a dongle for it, and there was no dongle at all.
Logitech EA Sports.
But I held on to it, and I was trying to see if there were maybe comps on just the controller. I couldn't really tell, and I really just didn't want to take a chance on it. I was like, wasn't 100% sold on it. So I'm ultimately going to, even though I put it in the cart, I am going to put it back later. I think I give it to my wife to put back for me. I haven't found any great keyboards here lately. Or I should say, I found a keyboard recently at the flea market. I think you guys saw that one. But those ergo keyboards, I wouldn't necessarily call them great keyboards. When I mean great keyboard, I mean like a vintage mechanical keyboard, or a more modern gaming mechanical keyboard with RGB lighting. That would be, that's, in my opinion, that's cool. But those ergo ones, I mean, they're all right. they do a good job, and of course they're ergonomically correct. Searching all these boxes here, trying to see what we can find. Are there any cool electronics? Got to move things around. I found tablets brand new in the box here before. I found Roku devices. Fire tablets are good if they're brand new sealed. If they are used, you want to get them cheap. And by the Fire tablets, I mean the ones that are color ones. any of like the reader ones, the e-ink displays, those ones go for a good premium. Keep your eye out for them. They are out there. There was an early one that Amazon made that would get a cellular service. It was kind of cool because it would have, you can download books and everything, no matter where you're at. You didn't even need a cellular plan for it. It would just do it automatically. But that 3G network has since gone away, and you can no longer use it. So I don't know if it has too much value anymore. But it did have quite a bit of value. But next time if I do ever come across one again, I'll look it up and see if the value is still there. And we'll have some gloves. We're in a little sporting goods section. Definitely want to keep an eye on the bags. Look for that Toomey, if you guys remember that one from a previous video. Also, you want to look out for, and we have found it at this Goodwill specifically, is Yeti. We found a Yeti cooler here. I think we got it for like $8, and we sold it for $250. So Yeti brand is very good when it comes to the coolers. Now, the cups, they do sell like insulated cups. They do well too. It just depends how much you buy it for. Because generally they're about between $15 and $20 for their insulated stainless steel cups. They have to be complete because they do come with a top and everything. So make sure it has everything. And make sure you get it for a good enough price, under $5. I have found the Yeti coolers here, the Yeti cups at Goodwill, but they usually have them priced up. So it doesn't make it worth it if they're, if you're not making much of a profit on them. I see these weird sculptures, and I don't know if I'm into it or not, or if there's even profit in it. Little Knob Creek. That's a whiskey maker, Knob Creek. And that is a decanter that probably came in a gift set or something. Some of those are okay. The ones, the little flasks that... Did I say decanter or flask? The flask that I have bought and sold recently was a Jack Daniels, and the flask was in the shape of a barrel. It's flat, but it was in the shape of a barrel. So that was pretty cool, and that sold pretty well. And then you saw in the video, I recently got the glass flask. Hasn't sold yet, but so still waiting on that one to sell. But it looks like it should be pretty good. We'll see. It just didn't have a brand associated with it, so that might hurt it a little bit. But I think it's still pretty cool, and the glass flasks look like they do pretty well. So I'm still searching this guy up. I probably should have just... I didn't even like it, to tell you the truth. I mean, there are some comps there for some of the animals. I don't know. Sometimes there may have been profit there, but I ended up putting it back. Or I think I asked my wife to put it back. If I'm not into it, I'm not into it. I'm not going to buy it. Now, I am into profit. If there was some confirmed profit on it, I would have bought it. Kind of having deja vu rewatching this video. Did that guy just pop up again in this shot? Did I come down the same aisle and see the same guy? That's weird. Yeah, I'm still getting the lay of the land here of this Goodwill, because they just recently remodeled it, and it's throwing me off. The remodel. Yeah, I gotta figure out my game plan again. I gotta like read my whole plot my route in the store. Because one of the problems was I used to be able to see the glass right away. As soon as I walked in, I could see the glass, but right now the glass is all the way over to the left. Right, no. It's actually when you walk in the door, it's straight ahead, beyond the registers where they move the registers to. So it's been throwing me off my game. Got some Jordans, plenty of shoes here. They look pretty worn out. And so nothing really that I'm going to take. What else? What else? Definitely lots of shoes. I don't know. Is there money here in these shoes? I talked to my friend who buys a lot of used shoes. I don't know. I haven't seen him recently. Platform shoes. I know that was a thing. I don't know if it's still a thing right now, if it's still back on trend. We got some Air Max 97. Those are totally fake. As soon as I picked them up, I just knew immediately. Check them out. I mean, they look okay, but those were fake. The material was just not right. The material felt weird. So we're moving on down. We're moving on down the line there. We're showing you guys the shoes. I know there's a lot of shoe people out there. Let me know about these shoes. If you let me. Oh, I just dropped my paper towel. Funny thing is, actually, everybody was asking me about the paper towels. Where'd you use those paper towels? Are there any more paper towels? How much are the paper towels? Where are the paper towels at? And the paper towels were the hottest thing at the Goodwill on this day. There's some more shoes, like I was saying. I don't know. I mean, they're good, but they're not good. I think just to buy it, you know, they're just a little too expensive. Would there be profit there? Yeah, but I don't like the buy-in price. Those that XYZEL, those are power line adapters for networking. They're priced up about $22. I have found them here for as low as $6 and resold them for $40. I don't know why those were in there for $22. A little bit too much of a buy-in, you know, a little bit too much to buy into them. And I already have a set up for sale right now that are kind of sitting there. But they do pretty well if you get them for a good price. Powerline networking adapters. They're great, especially if you don't want to drill holes in the wall, if you're living in a rental. What they actually do is they kind of create a wired network over your the electrical lines. I don't know how that works in an apartment, though. I think it should be work just fine in an apartment building. Because what you do is you plug one of those adapters, you plug it in where your router is. That's, you know, where the internet's coming in. Usually the router is next to the modem, and plug one Ethernet cable into the power line adapter, which you plug into the wall. Then you plug in the other power adapter to where you want a wired connection. Usually next to a computer, maybe a TV or a PlayStation or something. Plug it into the wall. Plug an Ethernet cable from the adapter to whatever device you want internet access to, or you want it to be a part of the network, and boom, it just works. You're hooked up to the network. You're hooked up to the internet. But I guess in an apartment, I don't know, is all the wiring... Are you sharing that wiring with other people in the apartment complex? Because then maybe I think anybody can just plug in a power adapter at any other, you know, apartment, and they would have your internet access. They would have internet access to your internet and access to your network, which is kind of a security problem. But nonetheless, for a single family home, I would say those are great. They give you, you know, a wired connection. Not as fast as, you know, if you were to have your house pre-wired for Ethernet, with Ethernet for networking / internet access. Not that fast, but just as fast as Wi-Fi, but reliable. Here we go. More popcorn buckets. I don't know. Were these put out? I didn't see these when I first walked through here. But there's the green cauldron, and then we have a purple cauldron. These are from Disneyland, just like the other ones in my cart. They do light up, or they should light up. I'll have to check the batteries on those. And pretty cool. These are only around Halloween. I don't know if they still do the cauldrons for Halloween. This is kind of like the old school, like Steamboat Willie, Mickey Mouse design. They kind of want a lot for these ones there. They really priced those up. Legos. I can turn down almost no Lego, but that's Lego Friends. I can turn down Lego Friends. I'm not a fan of Lego Friends. I will sell them though. Those were fake Legos. Might have been Mega Bloks. But yeah, when it comes to Lego, I just can't turn it down. I have a problem. Bought more Lego, not a Lego set, but incomplete set. I did buy a set. I did buy a set today. Almost buying Lego sets on the daily here. Almost. We're back in this little miscellaneous aisle. I don't think I really had a chance to scan the shelves here or check it really into these little bins out. There could be some stuff hiding in there. You never know. There's a bottle of Pert Plus. Tell me if you guys were kids and your parents always had Pert Plus. That smell of Pert Plus is like ingrained in my brain. It was Pert Plus all the time in our house when I was kids, and I grew up in the 80s and the 90s. So, it was just huge. I don't see Pert Plus anymore. So I see it there on the shelves at Goodwill. I just don't see it at stores. But then again, I order all my stuff on Amazon. You know, my personal care products I order on Amazon, and it gets delivered directly to my door. I don't know. Targets and Walmarts, everything's just the same. Everything's just, I don't know. I go into the stores and it's just, that belt would have been good, but it was super lightweight. If it was made of if it was real metal, that would have been cool. It would have been a good score. Like I was saying, everything's just the same, just so redundant. I do go to Target and Walmart to look, for Lego sets, and that's pretty much it. I don't really, like I've said before, we do all our grocery shopping. We order all our groceries through Amazon, which is Whole Foods. But I mean, that's one of the reasons why I really like Goodwill and I really like going to the flea market, is because you never know what you're gonna find. I mean, I don't know. When I was younger, when I was a kid, yeah, we have Pert Plus. But when I was a kid, I mean, everything just seems so, diverse. There was such a diversity of things out there. I thought this hat might be good, but it was probably just going to be a long tail item. And I'm looking for fast selling items at the moment. eBay is a little slow right now, but, I am... It happens. It happens in every, whether you're selling on eBay, whether you're selling in a mall, whether you have your own store somewhere, there are going to be slow times. There's a lot of people. I'm getting recommended a lot of videos on eBay's slow. eBay's not showing my listings. There's slow times in every business. Just think of that. Every business there's slow times. Things are a little slow. Things will pick back up. I'm not going to buy the hat because that might sit for a while. And I kind of want fast-moving things right now. But like I was saying, that's why I like Goodwill. That's why I like flea markets. Everything's just so different, diverse. You never know what you're going to find when you walk into these places. This is a Franklin Covey planner, organizer. Usually a good buy. I did comp it out, and it appears to be about $20. I don't know. It just seemed like it had too much wear on it, and didn't think I would get the $20. You know, I'm already thinking
Franklin Covey.
I'm probably gonna get like $10 for it. You know, and I'd prefer to put the money that I would pay for that into something else that's more
They were in the front.
that would either be more value or move faster. I don't think it would move
I haven't
too
been
quick.
out there.
Although I just sold a bunch of organizers today, so
Yeah, no worries.
But Franklin Covey, I don't think, because you would need to insert. That was a big thing back in the early 2000s and 90s, is buying the Franklin Covey. And then you can also buy, because you would buy the plan, the actual binder planner, and every year you would just buy like a whole insert pack for the new year, and you would replace it. New calendars, new. I guess it would keep the address book part. That wouldn't change that often. But as far as the calendar goes, you would buy a whole new set for it and you'd be on your way for the new year. Everybody, remember, had a Franklin Covey, and then Palm Pilots came out, and everybody had the Franklin Covey where the Palm Pilot goes into it. And then from Palm Pilot, we started jumping over to smartphones, and the rest is history. Don't know. Was this a game? I'm gonna leave it there. I don't really do too many board games. They kind of sit for a long time, and they usually don't go for too much. And the asking price is a bit too high at here at Goodwill. Although this game is pretty good. I did look this up. It appears to be about $20. That is Cards Against Humanity. I've never played it. No idea what it's about, really. But I do know they are worth something on occasion. And this is the Nerds Bundle. And it is brand new, completely sealed. So probably some comps there, but that wasn't the exact one I was looking for. And I think they wanted $4 for it. So I think that 1999 was a comp on it. Yeah, the 1999 was the one. So that's what I'm gonna list it at, is $20 and see what happens. I know a lot of people say do like the $9.99 or the $4.99 or the I don't know. I can't. I understand the logic behind it, but I just like nice even number, like $10, $5, $20. It's just, I don't know. This is me. Maybe I'm losing out on business because I don't do that, but I don't do that. I shouldn't say I don't do that, because sometimes I will knock prices down by percentage, and sometimes it might drop to something that looks like that, but it's not my initial intention. But that's going to do it for the trip here to the Goodwill today. Definitely got some great stuff, some good stuff for the store that I'm going to add in today, as when I'm filming or when I'm finishing up this video. But here comes the recap of the items I actually purchased. Okay, welcome to the recap, everybody. So here are the items that we are going to be potentially reselling with the pumpkin guy, because I think we're going to keep that at least for Halloween. We shall see. My wife likes those. It came with another one too. The other one was wearing a dress. So we got some great items here that we're going to put up in our store. Nothing like, a couple things are a little crazy. Let's start off with these two in the front right here. These are both popcorn buckets that you would get in Disneyland and or Disney World. As you can see, there's still some popcorn in this, and I might need to clean that battery compartment out. Popcorn. Lots of popcorn residue, but these also came with a lanyard. These ones didn't have the lanyard, but I think it's okay. Wait, this one had the lanyard, I think. Let's see. Yeah, that one has a lanyard inside. So perfect. So when you're buying popcorn buckets from Disneyland, or I should say when you're finding them out there, and see $15 for this one. So when you're finding them out there at Disneyland, I thought maybe this went with batteries. I don't think so. I think this is just, might glow in the dark. They always have lanyards. So make sure when you're buying them, $7.79 for that one. When you're buying them, make sure they have the lanyard, unless they're pretty rare. The purple one I think might be rarer. I haven't seen the purple one. We have the green one already that we bought in Disneyland, and that one's pretty common. The purple one, this one has like little flecks in it too. So this might be one that was only... So during Halloween, Disney has a special Halloween event, but you have to buy a ticket for that. And a separate ticket from your regular Disney ticket. And that allows you into the park after hours, which I think is on certain days during Halloween season. They shut down the park at 9 to regular guests, and then and this is just in the California Disneyland area, and it's California Adventure. They shut down. Now it's California Adventure. Before it used to be Disneyland. They would shut it down at 9 o'clock, and you would have to only have that special ticket to remain in the park, or you could just buy that ticket by itself, and you can get into the park and stay all night. It's for Halloween. They do other events. I know they did a Star Wars one last year, as Star Wars After Dark. But the Halloween one has been consistently every year. I don't really recommend it. If you're already going to Disneyland, I don't recommend doing the Halloween. It's not really... Yeah, they have some more special things. I think this might have been there. They bring out special treats and special souvenirs that you can buy only during that nighttime. But it's like $250. It might be more now. A $250 ticket on top of what you already spent. So, was it $250? Maybe it was like $150. I don't quite remember what the price was. We paid for it one time, realized it wasn't really worth it, and then we didn't do it again. So, but I think this is where this purple one is from. I don't know if anybody's out there and knows exactly. Let me know. But it's definitely missing the lanyard. But due to its rarity, I don't think that's a problem. This one here is this is an older one. This is an older popcorn bucket. Does it have a date on it? I don't think it has a date on it at all either. But I believe this is an older popcorn bucket. I haven't seen this one. And this one here goes for almost, $35 to $40, which is why I was comfortable paying $16 for it. So especially with Halloween coming up, they had other popcorn buckets there, as you saw, but it wasn't worth the price. The Oogie Boogie is a newer one, and I think that was priced at $16. Then the green one, it just wasn't worth the price. So a couple of popcorn buckets. Definitely keep an eye out for them. They are rare. They do tend to phase them out. Like they'll have special ones, and then they'll be gone. So keep your eye out for them. Whenever we go to Disneyland, we always pick up a popcorn bucket. Usually a Star Wars one is what we tend to lean towards. And they usually have the more common ones, like the Disney head as a balloon. That's pretty common. I don't think that, resells very well unless you get it for like $1 or $2. Then, that's Halloween. Sticking with Halloween, we got let me put these over here. Kind of out of the way a little bit. Sticking with the Halloween theme, we got the pumpkin people. We got 2 of these. Just as the film on my everything station, my picture station, my filming station, my shipping station, my everything. But it doesn't fit here. So there's 2 of those guys. They're kind of, heavy, decorative. Don't really know what they would go for. We didn't really comp them. There's not a name on them. They might just be like a hobbyist piece, something that somebody just made. It's made pretty solidly, so I would have to say they'd go for at least $30 or $40, just based on what what I know and what I've resold in the past. And bought them both. We got 2 of them for $20. So one of them was not tagged. Now, typically in Goodwill, if nothing's tagged, they cannot sell it to you. But
Big but. And this is why it helps to make friends with everybody in, you know, your sourcing, while the other resellers, because we spend a lot of time at these Goodwills, so we know a lot of people there, and so we've gotten to know a lot of people there. They know we're resellers. They know we buy a bunch of stuff all the time. They said, just go ahead, you know, $20 for both of them. So it was kind of like a bundle deal. I mean, it was probably would have been, they could have charged us like, oh, this one on the tag. Well, you have one that looks similar, so we'll charge you the same price, $20. But, you know, it pays to know people. It pays to get to know people. It pays to be friends with these people, because you're going to be seeing them a lot. So, case in point, we got 2 of these, which probably should have been 20 and 20, but we got them both for $20. Next thing, a Lego set. It is opened, but I did check this out. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy. This is just a city piece. It's not the most desirable, but it is all brand new and sealed in there. The outside is broken. Should be about a $25 set. You know, definitely when it comes to like Lego City, the subject matter really, you know, it's an airplane, it's a truck. If it was something like a scene, or, you know, like a diorama scene or something, maybe not so desirable, but, and it has a couple minifigures. So the minifigures are there's a lot of value in the minifigures. And the rest of the pieces, you know, like I've said before, you can get all these pieces pretty cheaply. You can even order them from lego.com. Is lego.com? I forget what the actual address is, but if you go on lego.com, you can actually order replacement pieces for your sets if you're missing some. The ones you cannot reorder are like the minifigure stuff you cannot reorder. So that's why a lot of them, that's why they have so much value, because the minifigures do not, you know, you can't be like, oh, I need a replacement minifigure body or minifigure head. You can't do that, which is what makes them rare. So here are pieces. Here's a set. Great set. You know, airplane, truck. It should be like a $25 set right there. It is brand new, but open box. Next thing here, definitely look these up. These Cards Against Humanity. They could, some of them have value, some of them don't. There's like an expansion pack, the Nerd Bundle. And this one goes for $20, $19.99. Picked it up for $4.39. So we should make about $12, maybe $13 on that deal. Wait. Sell it for $20. Subtract that. Yeah, it's about $12 or so. Not bad. You know, just a little square. Easy shipper, easy to put away. And then we've got Pokemon. These Pokemon sets here should, so I got them for $8.99. The price was right on these. They were pretty much sealed. I don't know. I'm going to have to open them up and just double check them, because some of them have like packaging tape on it. But these should be about $20 sets, and I paid up a little bit for them, about $9. Hopefully make about, you know, probably about $9 to $10. But they're easy. I got 5 of them, so we're looking at about $50 profit on them all, hopefully, once everything's said and done. But, you know, they're easy to ship, all in the box already. I'm just going to open this one up just to make sure everything's in there. I'm going to check the ones that aren't, you know, just factory sealed, but they should all be good. And, you know, it's Pokemon. It's not, you know, the big characters, but it's still Pokemon. And it's the Mega Bloks, which is the competitor to Lego competitor. Be careful when you're buying, like, Legos, especially loose Legos. A lot of them, I find, are mixed up with Mega Bloks. So be careful when you're selling it online. And maybe you're selling bundles of Lego bricks. Make sure there's not any Mega Bloks mixed in there, or other types of building blocks. So they do make, you know, like fake Lego blocks, I guess. And then lastly here is this PlayStation 2. This is Dance Dance Revolution, brand new sealed. I paid $7.09 for this one. And then at Ross, it was originally $10. But this should go for about $50 to $60. So this was pretty cool, and can't wait to get that listed, get that sold. But most importantly is getting the Halloween stuff out. That is the most important right now, because Halloween is coming up, holidays are coming up. Get your stuff out there. Either way, thank you guys for watching. Thank you to new subscribers. I appreciate the thumbs up. New subscribers, I appreciate any comments. Let me know what you guys think of this. Let me know what you guys think of Pumpkin Man. I think it's creepy. My wife liked it. Look, he only has like 3 fingers. That's kind of, well, I guess aliens exist now, so maybe it's an alien. Pretty cool stuff here, guys. I went to the flea market today. I got some great stuff at the flea market. I might get that video up next. We'll see, because there's some cool stuff there. Some great Legos. Otherwise, we'll see you guys in the next video.